This is the bag that I made for my hammock stand. I have a Tato Gear hammock stand, and the bag that it came with didn't last very long. It only lasted me about 6 months before the straps fell off and the ends of the hammock stand actually broke through the fabric on the ends of the bag. So I redesigned the bag, and I've had quite a few requests from folks to show what it looked like, so I just wanted to kind of go through the basics here, even though I'm not going to be sewing this for you today. It's a duffel style bag. It has a long handle, 2 handles actually on each side, and they are sewn in with box stitching here all the way around the bottom of both sides of the handle, so they're not going to come off anytime soon. These are really attached. It's kind of an overbuilt design. And then it's a duffel style bag, so it has a long zipper that goes all the way down the end. I can open the bag and take the zippers down to the ends, and then I can access the whole lot of my hammock stand. So instead of stuffing your hammock stand down into a tube, this is a duffel, so it opens all the way up. Now this has got a boxed corner here, and the zipper comes halfway down the box. So if you're going to make a bag like this is 7 inches across. Just measure around the size of the bag that you'll need, the length of the bag that you'll need. Give yourself a few extra inches around and in length so that it's not a super tight fit. And then you'll want to include all of your seam allowances, and then with the boxing of the corners you'll want to include that long zipper end so that you have enough space on the end to come together here and give you the width. I made these straps out of really long pieces of duck cloth that I then sewed together, and I used the bias binding method so that I didn't have a lot of square corners with fabric bunching up, but all of the seams are on an angle, and then I top stitched around the entire bag so that this is now very heavy duty. This strap is going to be much stronger hopefully than the one on the other bag. You could use webbing. If you do use webbing, you're going to have a much narrower attachment point when it comes to the bags. You'll just want to make sure to reinforce this really well. Now if I were to do this bag again, I would do it a little bit differently. I would put a pocket on the outside here. I've got a lot of little bits inside the bag, tent stakes and such, and it would be a lot easier to just have an outer pocket where I could put all of those things. So if I did another one of these bags, I'd certainly put an outer pocket on the outside. But I've been using this bag for about 6 months, and it's held up really well. If you wanted to make this out of a nylon, you could do that. Just be aware that the ends of the pipes of these hammock stands could poke through that pretty easily, and this canvas is pretty strong, so I would go with a heavy denier nylon, a ballistic nylon, maybe a 1000D would suit you well. Now if you're going to make a hammock stand bag, then I'm really curious what you come up with, since I think that there's an opportunity for a lot of innovation with this type of a bag for the outdoors. Happy sewing!